All right, hello everyone, this is Mr. Crozier, and I wanted to help you with homework problem number 5 from tonight's homework, which is graph y is equal to cosine of the quantity 2 times the quantity x plus pi over 2. All right, cosine graph is going to operate exactly like the sine graph here. We're just going to go ahead and follow, sorry, let me fix that for you. We're going to go ahead and follow our plan over here. What is the amplitude? Well, that is the a variable, so it's a 1. Is it reflected? No, it's not reflected because it's not negative. What is the period? Well, period always starts off as 2 pi. Then I divide it by the b value, so this period here is just pi. Phase shift. Let's see here. Phase shift is the c value. Well, it's shifting by pi over 2. Then the question is it going to the left or right? And again, remember this is backwards here, so it is going to the left. As soon as I find that out, I can come up here and put pi over 2 is where I start on this graph. That's the starting point. The phase shift shifted it back from 0 to negative pi over 2. So next is the midline. Well, there is no d value here, so we can put a plus 0. All right, midline is y is 0. All right, for a sine function, the only difference is between this and a sine graph, cosine, is it starts with a maximum, then it goes to the intercept, then it goes to the minimum, then it goes back to that intercept, and then finally it goes back to the maximum. So our numbers are 1, 0, negative 1, 0, 1, just a different order than the sine function. Outputs, well, I multiply everything by 1, so hey, that's easy. Nothing changes right there. And now my steps, well, I'm starting at, let's figure out what my steps are. My steps are, let's see here, pi divided by 4, so pi divided by 4, and I'm starting at negative pi over 2 plus a step of pi over 4. However, that's a problem because they're not common denominators, so maybe I rewrite this first one as negative 2 pi over 4, and this one is 1 pi over 4, and if I add those together I have 1 pi over 4. So my start is negative 2 pi over 4, and after one step I am at negative 1 pi over 4. If I add on another fourth, I'm at 0 pi over 4, and then I'm at 1 pi over 4, then I'm at 2 pi over 4, and I like to do this because I can see the steps, counting by ones. 1, 1, 1, 1. Do a little simplification over here, and those are my output values. Now it's hard to see the steps when you look at this column. It's easy to see the steps when we look at this column. All right, going to graphing. Well, what do I want to do first when we graph it? Let's go ahead and draw that midline. Well, the midline is at 0 here on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and draw this, and I'm going to go ahead and take the time to even draw that midline. It'll make your graphing easier. And what is my maximum? Well, the most it goes up to is 1, so that's way up there. And the lowest it goes to is negative 1, so that's way down there. And now we need to see, well, where does it start at? Well, it starts at negative 2 pi. Well, hey, that's right here on this graph. And then now what we need to do is just go ahead and get all these values in here. Well, my first one is at negative 2 pi 1. Well, that's where cosine starts, way up there. And then the first step is to negative 1/4, and that would be here, and 0, and 1/4, and 2. And I like to put little flashes there so you can see it. Here's the start. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, I'm at pi over 2, and that matches right there. Here's the start, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Start, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And what does cosine do? Well, it starts here, then it goes down, down, up, up. Then it is a curve all the way this way. And then you just got to continue the pattern and try and make it easier on yourself. If this is the point here, if I go 1, 2, let's see here, from dot to dot, it's 1, 2, 3 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, and it's down 1, 1, 2, 3, and 3 spaces is up and down, and there's that point right there. And 1, 2, 3, then up, then down. And continue it backwards. 1, 2, 3. Just look for patterns and you'll have it. All right, I hope this helps. Here's a final copy of what number 5 will look like. I went ahead and did the min, median, and the maximum starting value in the whole graph there. All right, I hope this helps.